game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game to decide it all. It's the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs, the champions of the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. At the end of the night, one team lifts the Lombardi Trophy. Who's it going to be? Thanks for having us one last time this season. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and Greg, the big question surrounds the AFC champion. The Chiefs, they are back in the big game for the 4th consecutive year. They won Super Bowl 57 and 58, lost last year to Philadelphia. For the 3rd Super Bowl in 4 years here tonight.
I'll tell you, it's just quite remarkable that year in and year out, in a league like the NFL, Mike, that just prides itself on parity, the entire league is set up to prevent dynasties, to prevent this exact situation that we have with the Chiefs from happening. But here they are again, disappointing, underwhelming performance last year against Philadelphia. They're going to have to play a lot better here if they want to make it 3 out of the last 4.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the swirling field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream. It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. Rolling right, he'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it. Oh, big hole left side. terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. This throw right side is caught by him.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll step up and run, and he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first point game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's in! Touchdown, KC. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
The extra point is good. And the Chiefs are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Mostert, and he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
A gain of a yard. First down, San Francisco.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Garoppolo. He'll step up and run this. Showing off with footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. A run here with Mostert. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Taken down right.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
The 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes back. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful.
And he will score! Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0.
49ers nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain
But even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
2nd down, Garoppolo. The connection made to Ayuk. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Kittle is the man in motion. Garoppolo from the gun on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Gain of 9 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
Let's get this point. He can get that in his sleeve. Let's knock down, boys.
Mostert. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Garoppolo. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
On the carry, here's Mostert. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd. Play action now, it's Garoppolo. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
Now Garoppolo. They're trying to set up the screen to Mostert. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, San Francisco.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect, Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now, the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete to Hill. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Edwards-Helaire. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screen plays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Here's Mahomes. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he gets back to Hardman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. First down, KC.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard
This is what every offense
line.
looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
In motion, it's Robinson. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The
Now
kicker on
Butker
for
to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
49-6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Mostert. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but in these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Garoppolo. This one complete, right side. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
A gain of 14.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
On first down, Garoppolo. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
A second down throw for Garoppolo. He'll drop this one down to Mostert. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
2-yard gain on the play.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field.
Solo 3 puntos, muchachos.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And this will gain a couple of yards, up to the 22-yard line.
Taken down by Tony Fields. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The outside, that's caught by Hill. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
3 points are huge. Make this happen. Get these 3 points.
They go play action with Mahomes. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Mahomes back. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
For the Kansas City Chiefs.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Mahomes now to throw again. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, AC.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
49ers 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. We'll find Mostert out of the backfield. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Caught. This is IU. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 6. Garoppolo now. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
To throw is Garoppolo. They'll look to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Mike, typically speaking, the job of the defensive end on outside run plays is to set the edge of the defense, make everything try to cut back in. But in this case, he does a great job of actually stringing this play out sideways. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Third and 10.
Third and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the R covered, Mike. They're not really ever covered.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 43-yard line.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll come to the line now on second and 2. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and Really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. A run with Edwards-Helaire, and they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. Here's Mahomes. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's a gain of 16 yards. And it sets up first and goal.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up second and goal.
He's got it at the 3. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. Right back to the air from Mahomes. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
San Francisco.
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo's pass. Complete to Obambe. That's good. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down and 3. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
3rd down, 3 to go. Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. I bet you it was 2 different, very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Garoppolo. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now a second down throw for Garoppolo. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
It really starts with the impressive get-off by this defensive end. He does a nice job of anticipating the snap count, and by the time he was in the backfield, there was nothing anyone could do to prevent that sack.
The 49ers out for the punt. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
On the tackle. Brings up third down.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. They get the big tackle out of UCLA, Colton Miller there.
Still third down.
On third down, Mahomes. That's taken in by Lamel Keaton. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. Drive will start on the ground, and the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. Able to complete it to Ayuk. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Niners first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Now, what can Samuel do on this jet sweep? And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Gold now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A run. Edwards in there. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Quick throw on the RPO. It's Hill. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop no gain.
3rd and 10.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
The 49ers offense ready to take over once again.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action now, it's Garoppolo. Airing one out for Bourne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play here in the big game. 31 yards.
both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. An 8-yard pickup, and the 49er first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Garoppolo from the gun on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
On his goal to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit.
Chiefs, 49ers 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Movement here, guys. Shut him down.
On the RPO, he's just going to pick one forward.
You know, it's really surprising to see him, of all people, let that one go. You just don't see him drop many balls. I mean, really, regardless of the circumstance. So, yes, there was contact. Yes, they timed it up perfectly, but typically that's a ball he's able to hold on to.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
First down.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there, unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mahomes going to look to run with this one. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. They put Kelsey in motion. Complete, and that's 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Mahomes back. Mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Kittle is the man in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get the 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he gets him out of danger and then some, up past the 20-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
That's just a huge letdown there defensively. You have them 3rd and long, and anytime an offense decides to just turn around and give the ball to their running back, it's almost like they're waving the white flag that this possession is over. In this case, not only did they pick up the first down, they picked up a huge gain. Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, 49ers.
First down, 49ers.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
First down.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
He'll get this off to Mostert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Garoppolo. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Intended for number 85. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here.
And he will score! Game on! Arundé Gadsden, touchdown, 49ers. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here?
The 49ers will
Reed is the motion man here. They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Nothing fancy here. This was old school throwback smash mouth football, and they're able to pick up the two-point play.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Mahomes. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Edwards-Helaire. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
On second down, Mahomes. And he gets that to Hardman. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all his own.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mahomes now to throw again. A quick slant caught by Hill. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
To the ground, a first down run. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 28.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. On first down, Garoppolo. Right side, pulled in by Samuel. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Reed is the motion man here. Off the play fake. Here's Garoppolo. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Like, just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. The Chiefs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. Up the middle they go. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. With him again. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down. The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. To the ground, he'll get it again, and he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Butker now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
Chiefs 45, 49ers 28.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I remember being around a lot of really good high-level linebackers, and what they used to say, Mike, is we're not going to guard the check down, but we're going to punish the check down, especially if that running back's going to catch the ball with his back facing the defense. They're saying, you might catch it, but we are going to make you pay every single time. And I know he's got...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
By number 25. Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Two minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Second down, they need 7. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. And that'll do it for the 3rd time in 4 years. The Kansas City Chiefs are once again Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.